Good morning and welcome to Mr. Boo. I am Mr. Boo. So let's get started today. I am wanting to go ahead and put these parts. I got front end links, rear end links. And I also have a steering rack up there from this Forester that only had 40,000 miles on it. And I want to put it on that Forester out there. So we just have to do some flippy floppies and some movie woovies. I made an offer on something. I'm waiting to hear back. So we'll see. Let's see. Let's get him flipped around. We have Sierra's car in here. I have the rack that I'm gonna be swapping out. I have to get the pins out because apparently when they got this thing off, they didn't take the pins out. They just cut them off on the ends and tapped them out because he was like, well, I'm not gonna be using it again. So that's my job now. Wasn't too bad. So we got tie rod ends off, car's jacked up. We need to disassemble the parts that are keeping it from coming down, and we also need to drain the power steering fluid. Wahoo! Okay, so I got the big cover off of it. Those bolts were really on there. And then I'm draining the power steering fluid. I need to disconnect the knuckle and then disconnect the high pressure line. And then should be good to go. Oh, no. And then we have to disconnect. There's a couple bolts over here, some over here. And then it's good to come out. Okay, so it looked like the camera might have locked up. I'm not 100% sure. If it did lock up, this is what happened. I took the sway bar and link off the lower part. Because it's the design that you put that little Allen key in there, and then you torque the bolt off, and then I realized, Corey, you have extra tools. What are you doing with yourself? So I grabbed that. I hooked it up to my. I don't know where it went. I just had it. I hooked it up to my little earthquake, and worked like magic. I didn't have to actually do a ton of wrenching. So now it's lower. So let's get the rack out, so we can get that other one in. Hoo-wee! Okay, so it's up there. I've got some bolts on it. I've got the knuckle halfway attached. I'm going to go ahead and attach the new end links, and then basically just tidy it all up, bolt it all back together, just like how I unbolted it. I did go get my different glasses, because the glasses that I was just wearing, those are my brand new replacement glasses after I broke that pair after only having them a month. And so I dedicated these. These are my backup glasses, but they're also my mechanicking glasses, because if I break these, I really don't care. If I break those, I care more. Okay, let's get this done. So I got one of them completely off, and I wanted to just compare it to the new one. I mean, yeah, it's not a White Line or a Cartboy or whatever, but for the stock application, which is what I'm going for, it's got grease zerks on both ends, and instead of this ridiculous Allen key design, you put an open end wrench there, and then you just tighten it. Boom, done. I feel like that's a lot better design, and this is way beefier. I love power tools. Honestly, I was actually just thinking about it while I was working on this, because right at the end of doing all this was the first time that I grabbed my 3/8 socket driver. And it just had me think, the first time that I did an engine pull, I was so impressed with my mechanic tool set. Every click, every turn, I was just enthralled at the fact that I had a mechanic tool set. And where I am now is oh my gosh, I have all these automatic everything. And don't get me wrong, that I don't think there's anything wrong with one or the other, but it's just been a cool process to watch myself grow in that, and to grow in all the tools and all the fun stuff. That's an adventure, and it's fun. Okay, so that last one did not want to come off, but I made it. So let's put this one on. Good morning, guys. So I kind of had to stop recording yesterday because I was running out of footage time, and it was doing those goofy short little clips, and those kind of drive me nuts because literally every 20 seconds I have to keep re-recording. So I can't remember exactly where we left off. I think I was just getting everything buttoned back up, put back together. So that's what I did. I put it back together the same way it came. The car is back together. This morning, I need to go to the back, put the rear bushings on. These little beauties right here. Gosh, those are Moog problem solver. I like it. And then we'll be good to go. I just have to clean up after that, really. And then obviously take it for a drive and see how it feels. Hopefully it feels substantially better. That's the goal. So I'm super glad that that's done. Unfortunately, the second one that I put on had a very similar style as the old style, the original, versus the more beefier one, like I put on the driver's side. So I'm gonna reach out to the company, same part number, one's just an older model. I want the one with the grease zerd on it. The one that I put on this side of the car does not have a grease zerd, and it's not the beefy style like I want. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to redo that again, but I wasn't about to put the old one back on. So I put the new one on there. Had to work around a couple little issues, but all in all, we got it figured out. Now to just test drive it. What's up, y'all? I'm driving to return some parts to the parts store. We're testing it out. I'm trying to drive in a way that I'll hear the popping. I'm driving on roads that are not the best. So far I hear nothing. It's nice and soft. There's also, so at very low speeds, is where I would get the popping in terms of when I turn the wheel, the tie rod issue type thing. I believe that's inner tie rod. I'm not 100% sure. And I have not gotten that yet. Oh, it sounds great. Let's do some tight turning. Sounds and feels great. Yeah, I'm super excited. Oh, there's some rougher stuff. Let's go hit that. Oh, feels great. Feels phenomenal. Hit a big ice block. There's no popping when I hit stuff, no popping when I turn. So that was another inexpensive, easy way. And I'm gonna take it to check the alignment. I have another month where I can get it realigned if I need to. It feels like it's driving straight, but they should definitely check it though. Thanks for watching the video. Like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you can get video updates, and I'll see you next time.